Thank you for the success we've recorded so far. Today, let us experience another exceptional result to your glory and to the total shame of the devil. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, so I'll hand the microphone to the main reason why we are here today, OCOWORLD himself, to not just introduce himself, but also welcome us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ziggy. Thank you, men of the press. Thank you, my beautiful queen and CEO team at large. The media team, they appreciate your presence. My name is Mr. Okwudili Celestine Okwudili, the CEO OCOWORLD, who, by the special grace of God, is a pioneer of Nsukka most beautiful pageant. And we are gathered here to make today is a very wonderful and a successful day. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Okolie Hope Chizoba, the winner, Miss Adada, the third, Miss Adada 2021. Thank you very much.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ezemaduka Jessica. I'm the NMBG Amity. I welcome you all today. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emeka Lee. NMBG Dejenu. My name is 2021.
Good day, everyone. I'm Okonko Bigo, manager and Nsukka most beautiful girl queens. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Koku Amako. I'm the producer and Nsukka most beautiful girl, Nigeria.
I really welcome everybody in this very particular place. I appreciate my queens, whom are part of the reasons that we are here, and my team at OCOWORLD. I appreciate the men of the press, appreciate everyone who is here today, and the reason for us to have gathered here is the official unveiling of Nsukka most beautiful girl, Nigeria 2022 edition, tagged DIVA'S Edition. And at this very particular place, we will be getting to understand the reason that we are here, using the questions that you will be asking us, to know our intent and the reason that we have decided to come back again for this same project. So on that regard, I declare everything that we are doing here open, as we will be expecting your questions and answering them. Thank you very much.
Okay, the big masquerade himself. This question from Light FM University of Nigeria. OCOWORLD has become a household name. And every other person around the town or within the state or outside the state would want to know detailed or want to have a detailed information about OCOWORLD. Tell us about OCOWORLD. What is OCOWORLD? Who is OCOWORLD? Is he a person? Is he a company? Or just a name? Thank you.
OCO is a name God gave me when He changed my life. Because before anything good happens with you and around you, there must be an order from the above saying that a new name should be given to a thing or a person for him to come and glorify his name. Before now, when I was in nursery, primary, secondary school, I was called Omeje Sunday. Omeje Sunday is Omeje is the name that my father's father bear. But the Sunday there is not my name, but because I was born on Sunday and during that period, if you were just born on Sunday, it was not in my baptismal card. But because I was born on Sunday, they were calling me on Sunday, as in they were calling me Sunday. Until after my secondary school, God chose to change me. He came up with an idea of going back to your baptismal card. What is your name really? I found out that those are not my name, but I have Okwudili. That was the very first time I'm hearing Okwudili for the very first time in my life. So I got to know that Sunday is not there, Omeja is there, yes. Celestine Okwudili. So I said, okay, since Celestine is there and Okwudili is there, I don't really want to go with the name Omeja because I started making inquiries and asking people about the meaning. You know, because in my family, everybody is just so down and poor. I don't know if it's because they are answering that name, but I made that inquiry as a teenager, as a young man, and God revealed to me what I must do. So he changed my name to Okwudili Celestine Okwudili. He started it and he ended it. Because before God starts a thing, he must have ended it, then showing you a process that you should go to be able to achieve your dream. So that name coming from an ordinary man whom God has decided to separate from a certain bondage that my elders believed that they were caged from. He gave me what I must do. He started putting me in some certain stress, but I wouldn't try to go to that part, but let me just answer a direct question. I'm going too far. If I start this story, we must not end here. So the name OCO is Okwudili Celestine Okwudili, who is the person standing right here before you. And God established so many things using that name. The first one is OCO Real Estate Consultants Limited. The second one is OCO Foundation. The third one is OCO Media. The fourth is OCO Academy. And the fifth is OCO OCO Film Academy too. So in that area, he has really distinguished me among those ones that we are, among my competitors. So on that regard, God gave us a vision to start expanding our world. Because first of all, he's going to give you a dream. And the dream that God is going to give you is to impact your world. He's not going to give you a dream that is going to mean for you to eat or drink or do other things that pleasures the skin, but to impact your community positively. So he started giving us the idea to go and touch lives, and today we are at Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Pageant. And this is the 4th edition, and we are here because God has said that OCOWORLD must pull this through, and because of it, we are here. OCOWORLD is here to make Nsukka a better place, changing the narratives of yesterday, using word of God and entertainment to do that. Thank you very much. First of all, I'm not going to tell you that we are looking out for what we are gaining materially in this very thing that we are doing, like you stated. Secondly, why is it that our people in Nsukka has not identified with the product? Okay. Being somebody who does not look forward to what I am going to gain, I'm not going to tell you that I have gained something financially. But when I look at the glorious impact that we have imbibed into our ladies, into those ones that has in one way or the other impacted positively in what we are doing and creating a job opportunity and business improve in Nsukka environment. When I look at it and look at what the general public has started doing, because this project has been running for years now, I thank God that OCO1 has really put forth a right cause to make Nsukka a better place. And looking around and seeing what is happening today, I give God the glory because OCO World is part of the development that is in Nsukka today. This is what I have achieved. My people in Nsukka have a certain way of reasoning, which I am not going to try to force them to change, but based on the attitude that we are putting in place, like what we are doing, through that, a good message will be passed to them. OCO World has come together not to do into a business venture because we have not made anything, but the name Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Pageant has gone far and wide. And these are the things that we are looking forward to. And there is no, it's just that OCO World is the one that pioneering it, and there is no place that OCO is taking glory. But because he's putting his funds that he is supposed to use to do other meaningful things for himself and family, and he is using it to project Nsukka to the world, I think the name should be there. But if it's something that you, from your own angle, and feel that what we are doing and engaging with your capital, there's no way your name shouldn't be there.
Thank you for that answer.
Thank you.
You've given Nsukka beautiful and talented girls platform to showcase their talent and their beauty.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you've produced 3 Nsukka most beautiful girls in the last 3 editions, right?
For real.
Okay, please, how have they impacted positively in their immediate environment?
Okay.
Especially this time that the youths are being terrorized with social vices, or most of them are being engaged into ritual killing. You can, when you say youth, I mean both the girls and their male folks. They're all engaged, or as the reports may have it, most of them has been reported to have been engaged into ritual killing, involving in kidnapping. So these 3 Nsukka most beautiful girls, what can we attribute to them as being what they have achieved in these 3 years?
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much for that wonderful question. Before now, you know how we move on with our activities. We relate to things based on the happening at a time. And I thank God for 2019 edition that Miss Mirabel, during her period COVID-19, came in place. And if you can still recall that there was no place that we didn't meet. There is no home that OCO World and the Queen didn't go to make sure that food we are giving to the downtrodden, the indigent people of Nsukka. We went to Odenibo, we went to Oloto Street, we went to Umakashi, we went to Onwiyi, we went to Hilltop, we went to Enugu Road. We make sure that we touched communities as at that period to reflect what we are doing as at today. In 2020, Mavis took it upon herself to reach out to primary school students to make sure that they give them the quality advice on how they should go about their education and talent, because we understand that these things are living in those talents are living in that village without the recognition of our elites. And the Queen took it upon herself to make sure that all those people are reached and being affected positively by issuing them writing materials, handbags, books, to equip them in their studies. It's everywhere in the social media. The Queen that we have today, Hope, she can't wait but to start working immediately. She has gone to a model primary school to reach out to these ones to teach them on the best way to go about their daily lives, to protect themselves and clean themselves, make them live in a good and a serene environment. And we understand that the whole of the activities happening in this country now is nothing to write home about. And OCOWORLD, and with the help of the Queen, is coming together again to come up with something that will be educating, that will be enriching them, that will still put food on their table, because we are not relenting. We are here as a blessing to Nsukka, and I can vow to you, we are stronger, we are bigger, and we are better. Thank you.
Yes, from my side, I want to know, Mr. OCOWORLD, I want to know what informed your spirit to embark on this program of the most beautiful girl in Nsukka, and to what have been the challenges you have all these years you've been into this program. You may mention that it's not for you didn't embark on this to make gains and whatever, but just to impact life on the life of Nsukka people. What informed your spirit again to have this extension of Miss Nsukka Nigeria? You come aboard.
Maybe more. Yes. If we are looking at the material, you wouldn't have done the second edition. But God has put into us this dream that we must achieve. And He don't want any person to take the glory. So He is doing it only in Him and in Himself, because as He is, so am I in this world. We are operating alike, and He has given us that glory to move on our own without another person taking glory. That is why we are still standing. And He has enriched us in a way that anything that we set out to do, we must do it. The challenges that we are having is just our people not being identifying with this product. This product is a glorious product that is to sell Nsukka and sell Nsukka to the whole wide world. That we cannot do without our people, because it's not something that one person can do, I keep saying. And it's not something that one person can do. It does not stop us from making it better every year. But the involvement of ours brings progress. The progress that is going to bring is because the wider range is going to get to know about it, because you are part of it. If you put your 1 naira, automatically you are part of it. If you share it on the social media, automatically you are part of it. Anything that you do to be part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl is what we are asking for. These are the challenges that we have been having, because our people, I don't know the way they are saying it, but those ones who has come to this very platform know that it is for the betterment of every girl child and the community at large, because so many people get enriched. The girls learn 1 or 2 things, make new friends, get angry and reconcile with different people and thereabout. On that regards, that our people are not embracing it, because we cannot keep pushing and pushing and pushing. This is the 4th edition that we are to start. And that this 4th edition and our people are not yet part of it. We decided to extend to Nigeria at large, because we know that there are people who understand what we are doing, but are restricted because of that name, Nsukka. And we cannot fight it again, because this is the 3rd edition, but to embrace them, because really they want to be part of what we are doing. Because we are good, we are transparent, we don't impose, we don't take. We are as we are from the inside out. Before you win, you must be a winner. It's not something that they know the term. So this is what we are calling for, to us to come together so that we can be that bunch that cannot be broken. Thank you so much for that, and I want you guys to send this message to ask everybody to come forward and be part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl pageant. Thank you.
Can you tell us more about Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl and what are your aims, your goals? Was it?
All right, for me to be here today, I am not here because I love beauty pageant. I am here because I am positioned to reach out to my world. Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl has given us the platform to communicate to our world in a very positive way, which I know that God is still saying something. And by the special grace of God, any moment from now will be coming true. Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl is a platform to reach my community in a very light and soft way, for them to be able to see the type we are made of. That when we say that this is it, this is that, we don't go by trying to manipulate or trying to take something to our pocket. Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl is here to make our girls better, to let them compete with their mates around the world. Thank God for the beautiful and smart, intelligent ladies that are seated beside me here. When you hear them, when you pay attention to their words, you know that we are not joking. I really appreciate that question, and Nsukka is a better place with Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl pageant. Thank you.
Please, I want you to throw more light on the Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria. So that Nigeria there, what does it mean? Are you going to bring the whole country together here? And what if somebody from let's say, Castina emerge victorious at the end of the day? What would be the title the person will wear?
Thank you very much. The word, the normal terms that we use is Nsukka to the world. The whole idea is to make sure that Nsukka becomes a better place. If you are a Castina and you emerge, you become the winner of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Pageant Nigeria 2021, 2022. You go home with your car. We are not going to stop you from going to Castina with your car if that is your base, but you can be rest assured that the person will be doing, her influence will still touch our people because she is representing Nsukka at large. Just like every other queen has been imbibing positively in our people, the queen Aisha will still do something. This is what is called One Nigeria. Is it not One Nigeria? We are in One Nigeria, and we intend moving forward, reaching the next community that are interested. Thank you.
I have some few questions to ask. How many participants is OCOWORLD expecting to handle within them? Is there any kind of, are there limitations to the number of participants?
I think the producer should.
And, sorry, I'm not done, sir.
Okay.
Although you've answered the second question, but I'll still ask. The event bearing the name Nsukka, is it restricted to only Nsukka indigenous, or is there any girl within Nigeria? Is it open to everybody?
Everybody, big, fat.
Right,
if you are fat, you can still be the winner. Right. You know, it's for everybody.
Let me answer.
Yes, sir.
Moving forward, what's in stock for those who come out as champions at the end of the event? Sorry, let me finish that. And the fourth one, as having done well, in the nearest future, are you expecting, are we going to see a male participant? Are you going to expand to the male participant? Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me start from the last one and give the microphone to other persons to answer that. We're looking forward to bring our men into what we are doing as we proceed. But on the area of what we'll be giving out, the name, whatever, I think I have the right persons to answer the questions. Thank you very much.
Okay, just like you heard the CEO said, we are not looking at the male at this period of time, but as time progresses, obviously, if we say that's something that is going to be very beneficial to the brand, if we look at it as something that will also add value to our already existing values, because we actually have core values over what we are doing, and we don't want to go off it, probably because we want to, accommodate a particular aspect of a pageant. But when we look at it as a team and say, like, okay, fine, it's better we'll bring in our male, then we obviously would go into it. And when we are going into it, we'd make sure we also have every other thing to make it work, because having male and female pageant at the same time is not really very easy. It comes with enormous kind of task, and it also has its intricacies. So based on that, for now, we would be okay with the female pageant. Every year, we are poised to make a difference. The pageant started in 2019 with a lot of wonderful cash prizes to the first, second, third runner-ups. In 2020, we upgraded to a Toyota Matrix. And in 2021, we still did the same upgrade to a Toyota Spider. So for 2022 edition, which of course is becoming a national program, we have a lot of things in stock. We have same Toyota Spider to give out. We have international trip to give out. We have symposiums, we have seminars to offer, because one of the core objectives of this pageant is to add value to girls within this society, within this immediate environment. So we are not going off it. But this time around, we are showcasing them to other parts of the world by showing them beautiful tourist destinations, and that is very cost effective. And of course, because it's now a national pageant, the financial involvement is now high a bit, because we have to screen in other parts of the country to pick the best for what we want. So all this put together are things that is going to make this year a bit different from what we already have before. And if you go through the theme of the pageant, you'll find out that, yes, we are looking at a diva. And if you ask me who a diva is, you know that it's a celebrated woman with intellect, embedded with intellect. Because of what we have done in the first year, second year, third year, we've been able to produce reputable, beautiful girls who are embedded with a lot of intellect, poise. So this time around, we want to harness back and project a very wonderful girl that would be answering Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria, and also excel in other fields of life as Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl in Nigeria. Thank you.
My question goes to the reigning pageant now. Looking at yourself, before you become the beauty pageant of Nsukka, and now, what do you think has been the difference positively that you have engaged or you have derived into your life?
Thank you very much, sir, for that question. I would say that the pageant has impacted positively in my life, because obviously I was not where I was yesterday. I've been growing. The platform is wide, like it covers the whole of Nsukka. As it is right now, I'm an ambassador of Nsukka. And as such, I need to represent. I need to be a good ambassador of this community. And as such, I know that I'm saddled with some responsibilities, and I have to live up to these responsibilities. So obviously, it has impacted in my life a lot. I mean, I'm the owner of a car. Hello? It's a lot. And I'm really grateful for this platform. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. And I hope to represent and do better for our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ms. Nsukka, I'll to come back to you, but I'm not on you now. I have a Chelsea word once again.
Thank you.
How do you get to the grassroots, the hinterland? How do you carry a campaign to the hinterland? There are some people that have some barriers of joining the crusade of Most Beautiful Nsukka due to fund, due to transposition, due to diversity or whatever. They may not know about it. If they hear about it, they can be interested. How do you carry your campaign to the girl in Ozowani, to the girl in Ibwetiti, and to the girl in Apopa and other places? Not just centering it in Nsukka here, because the areas you mentioned, where the most beautiful pageants all these years has been going, you mentioned the enclave of Nsukka town here. How do you get to the hinterland? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. When you look around, you notice that internet has been a way of reaching out to people faster. And using radios and newspaper is still a way of reaching to other people faster. And as we just commenced, we are having good representatives from all areas here. And after here, we will be doing what we call the street evangelism. We will use our trucks, our Sienna car to go around communities, just the way we are doing. We own most of the things that we are using here to go and talk about it, preach it to the next door neighbor, go to the local government and preach it. Talk about it in the street of Obukba, the street of Opanda, and so on, because they must get to hear and know about this good news that has come to us. Many of them, maybe they don't know about it before now, but when we reach out to them and tell them the essence of being part of it, I believe that we are going to have good number of people being involved with what you are doing. And I can assure you that they already know about what we are doing. But we are still going to do more to get to those ones that cannot reach us through the social media platform, the radio platform, and the newspaper platform. Thank you very much.
All right, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Francis Akube from Radio Nigeria Voice FM. My question goes to OCO. You know, OCO is a brand that we know very, very well. Your concept and your ideas champions the world. I want to ask you, what is so unique about this year's edition of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl? And secondly, what is the price tag like when you are saying Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria? What is the price tag like? Like if somebody in Abuja here, OCO, Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl 2022 edition, what is the price tag is like? We want to know. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. First one, I must say that the name Nigeria is a style. Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria is something that somebody from, is something that Ekaite want to hear. Or Bimpe. They want to hear that. So that alone is a style, because we come with different pattern every time. And in this year's edition, definitely we are looking forward to something that is better. You know, we are giving out Toyota Camry, brand new this time, and a trip to a tourist foreign country. We are looking at Dubai. We are looking at Seychelles, you know, Seychelles, right? we are looking at Kenya or South Africa, depending on what we disagree to agree as at that time. But the person must go to any place of a choice. And our first runner-up will go home with $500,000 this time, and go to a trip to maybe Ogudu Cattle Ranch or any nation terrorist tourist states. We can go there. They can go there. 6 of them that will emerge. Then the second runner-up will be going home with 300,000. And there are so many prizes that will be won in the camp and at the process, because we have so many sponsors and partners this time that will be bringing gifts inside the camp for those contestants. And the rest of the 3 persons that will still emerge will be given the sum of 100,000 naira each. Which they will still go to the tourist states and enjoy themselves for a couple of days. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Lastly, sir, okay. How much is the form?
Okay, the form is 7,000 naira still. The form is 7,000 naira.
Okay. Good day, everyone. Once again, Mr. Uche, Chief. Thank you. Please, my question goes directly to OCO.
Okay.
I really want to know this. You see, you've been turning out these queens, beautiful girls, mixing up with the society. And the process of these pageantries has been good. But I want to know how you choose your judges. It's going to be OCO to the world, to Nigeria. How are you going to pick those that's going to take care of who becomes the winner? Is it going to be an Nsukka thing, or you're going to go around the country to pick your judges this time around? Because you need to be more professional compared to where you've been doing before. That's first. Secondly, now, you talked about, I wanted to ask about the form, the price tag for the form. Looking at the economic situation of the country today, how are we going to be bringing in the poor to be part of these events? Because looking at someone that stays in Obukwa village, someone that stays somewhere down in the Wetiti, down the village, I find it very difficult to eat 3 square meal a day. Would they be able to afford 7,000? Is it a kind of pageantry that has the rich in mind, or for general Nigeria? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, to start from the last question. We don't have intention of, when we look at the economic situation of the nation, of the country, we have reasons to not do it 7,000. We have reasons based on the economic situation of the country, how everything is skyrocketing, being an event that is being sponsored by limited persons. But we said that we are not going to do that because we are not looking after money like we keep saying. So we made it, as we said that we're still going to be 7,000 naira, because it has been 7,000 naira since we started, since 2017, 19. Now, we said, okay, it is Nsukka to the world, and we want to reach out to the nearest person that want to give this pageantry trial, and we said that the first 1 month, starting today, that we will give out the form for 5,000 naira for any person that cares to be part of what we are doing, starting from today to the next 30 days. So you can buy the form 5,000 naira to be part of what we are doing. Now, based on judges, it's an international pageant, yes. But believe me, when we talk about pageants and we look at international, I believe I must not be here, because there are so many things that they are doing there that I cannot be involved or part of. And when it comes to our judges, we are very, very professional about judges. We, from what we have been doing till date, we are very, very professional. Why do I say that? Being professional or being professional judge is getting everything right at all time, making sure that the rules and regulations are being upheld, making sure that the things that are being judged are the right things, because these are competition. And inside that house, there are exercises, there are tests that are given to them. And from that very exercises and tests, they are chosen. And for us to come and say that we have judges that are to perfect things, it is not going to be by the 2 minutes exercise that you are going to see on the stage. It is based on the thorough examination that we have conducted 3, 4, 5, 6 days before that 2 seconds that you see on the stage. So being professional is to be able to get the right thing out of whatsoever thing that everybody that came to that very event or exercise. But we are highly professional when it comes to judges. You might not know face, but you can be rest assured that the contestants are very satisfied and happy with everything that is happening, because we are looking at their satisfaction, not the faces that are going to pronounce them.
Like I said earlier, we were poised from the beginning and we retain that nature as we are proceeding. Osia just said the competition is not just about the physical appearance that people who come to watch the event see on stage. It has a series of in-house competitions, and that's the essence of the 7 days or 6 days reality camp part of the pageant, where the contestants are screened, judged, and of course, if you go through if you had followed the activities of this program, you know that it's quite engaging. It's not just about a girl who is very, very beautiful. Even before the grand finale, the contestants themselves would have decided on their own who becomes Nsukka's most beautiful girl. And they all come together and say, yes, this is who we want. Because over that period of time, they've seen each other, they've interacted with each other, they've known each other's capacity, they've related as family, and they are happy that, okay, at the end of the day, this person is good to go. They do voting by each other, they vote each other in and vote each other out. They do a whole lot of things to come with the accumulation of what the grand finale would look like. So it's not just about the grand finale when people come to sit. And when you talk about the judges, this year we are going to look at judges from various spheres of life. We want to pick judge from academia so that the person will be able to handle our contestants' intelligent quotient. We want to pick a judge from the fashion industry to see our contestants on their poise, their dinner gowns, their traditional wears. We want to pick our judge from probably a paramilitary, because we are looking at someone who is going to be smart, because for you to run for a period of 12 months carrying a title, you have to be smart. We're also looking at a judge from the business angle, because as Nsukka's most beautiful girl in Nigeria, you have to engage in pet projects, you have to do community development services. So If you are not marketable, you can carry the brand. And all these judges that are coming at the grand finale, you already have a template on which they are going to give us a winner overall. So it's just a process. It's not about the grand finale. Thank you.
So, no, as if you say you are trying to change the narrative of beauty pageants in Nsukka. Do you have plans to introduce Gregor in Nsukka? Thank you.
I hope you got the question he asked.
Okay.
Would you want to answer or should I want to ask something concerning what he just said. You know, you talked about capacity when you were answering the questions. I needed to know the qualifications for the contestants. Qualifications. You're talking about the capacity of who comes up, who becomes a winner. Are we going to be getting graduates? Or any village girl can come up and just be part of this, what we are doing? Age brackets, I should be part of the capacity. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that beautiful question. We have a particular age limit to contest for this program. And like you know, is a queenly thing. You have to be a mate, meaning that you would have been born a natural female. So for those who are hermaphrodites, won't be part of it? Yes. Because when you're hermaphrodite, that means you are confused either you're a man or a woman, so you can be part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl. 2, you must be within the ages of 18 to 28. Because if you exceed 28 means you're no longer a young woman. And of course, you can no longer be part of it. Then, any person anywhere in Nigeria or the world can be part of it, as long as you're very poised. It doesn't matter how timid you are at the point of picking interest in Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl, because obviously we are going to harness you, we're going to change you within a space of time. Our reigning Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl probably would be a testimony to that, as at the time she came for this pageant, and the person I'm seeing seated right now, there's a whole lot of changes. I used to remember when I used to say she's very naive, and when the camp opened. But today, she was very lucky to be Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl 2021-22. And today she's telling you she's gained a whole lot. So we don't want to know whether you are coming from Opanda or any interior part of Nsukka or anywhere in Nigeria. What matters is within that space of time you've come to be part of what we are doing. We must have a very positive change in your life. Thank you.
So Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria so far have been a platform of empowerment. No matter who you are, no matter where you're coming from, I know that they can testify that once you come into the camp, once you get your form, go through the normal audition process, which during the course, before the audition, we tell you what you should expect. Once you pass through and you gain access to coming to our camp, we give you trained beauty queens, we invite them, dance rehearsals, catwalk trainings. Normally, most of them leave the camp satisfied, even though they don't win because they are higher. We introduce you to a lot of people. So this is more like a training ground, an empowerment platform for anyone that wants to get there. So regardless of where you're coming from, village or anything, you're allowed to pick from. Thank you.
Okay, lastly from me, this question is for the Queen. All eyes on you, and you know much is expected from you. So what pet projects are you going to undertake during your reigning time?
Okay.
And again, to the organizers, what's the time frame like? What's the timetable? For how long will the form be on sale? And when are you bringing this incoming beauty queen to camp? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for that question. Some days back, that was on the 26th of March, right? During the coronation, we unveiled our pet project, which was titled Making a Difference. Making a Difference. 5th of March, actually, sorry. 5th of March, Making a Difference. So the pet project is subdivided into 3 parts. And the first part of this pledge project is to pad a girl child. The second part is paying WAEC fees for students. And then the third part is providing basic amenities for students. So this is what we plan to do, and by God's grace, we'll do this perfectly. And then I wanted to answer your question about the most ugly girl. Yes. Well, I would say that there is nobody that is ugly. Nobody. Everybody has their beautiful parts. It might not be facially, it might be, but everybody is beautiful.
We'll talk about the schedule of the pageant. Our forms are on sale, so I could actually tell you that sales of forms starts immediately from today, which is 1st April. Now, we'll be having series of auditions to a lot of quantities of the contestants. Our sales will run from now till the end of July, whereby we'll have our first audition. Now, if there will be any need for an extension, because we want to ensure that we open the channel of communication between ourselves and the contestants and the general public. So if there will be any need for an extension after that time, we'll still announce it. So after the first audition, we'll be having a second audition on the 30th of August of this year. And then this year's pageant is not going to be by December as usual. It will be held in October. So we have ample time to prepare. Everybody that wants to participate has ample time to come up, pick your form, and then participate. Venue for this year, we have our venue for our pageant normally, Ikenga Hotels. So we maintain that venue. The other sub-events, the sub-programs, will be communicating the venue for the audition and other things we'll be doing during the course of this pageant. Thank you.
Where can one get the form?
Yeah, thank you very much. The forms will be available here at Golden Valley Hotels. Now, since it is NMBG Nigeria, we're going to take the forms outside so that there will be some other places outside Nsukka here where you will get the forms. Now, Nani Boy Studio in Enugu has always been one of the points where we sell our forms. Then Lion FM inside UNN. Then Chiti's Restaurant inside UNN. Malima inside UNN. You cannot get the form at Ikenga Hotels. Then OCO's office at number 234 Enugu Road. The forms will also be available there. And then all Bet Niger shops in town will be placing our, so that we know that, okay, we are selling our forms here.
You can still get the form online at Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl, www.Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Pageant. Thank you very much.
Do you have partners, that will sponsor the program with you, or is it just a sole program that you will sponsor? Are there people that will sponsor that will partner with you?
Please, this is not my program. I am not the owner. I don't want you to get the impression that I don't want the owning there is not. I don't. Yes, yes. At the same time, today we just kick-started. We have those companies who has been with us from the onset and has always been part of what we are doing. Bet Niger is part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl 2022 audition. Providence Bank is part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria 2022 audition. Bestie Noodles and Solive Oil is part of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl 2022 edition. And the Benz also is part of what we are doing. SITS group. There are much. The ones that has always been with us. We cannot do without them because their face always show. Thank you very much.
All right, my question again, sir. In every team, you're a team without being organized. I want to ask you, OCO, what are your readiness with the organizers? Now you are going national. How do you organize people that is going to carry this message to everywhere?
You know, we are leaders in our field, and we don't come and break down our day-to-day exercise. But you can be rest assured that we have a very strong team. We have a team that are capable to drive everything that we are doing beyond this place. We are there to direct the steps, to make sure that whatsoever thing that we are going to come together to plan will be executed and immediately. So with God directing our course, I know that we are ready to take this lead. Thank you.
I want to ask, this is the fourth edition of Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl,
Yeah.
or the third, yeah.
The fourth.
Have you in any way encountered any challenges during the course of this project? Thank you.
Honestly, there has always been challenges. In everything, there is always challenges. But the challenges is not actually the problem, but the definition you give to it. In our own part, we don't see it as challenges. We see it as a platform to move forward. So we continue to move as we are calling our people to be fully involved, because we want Nsukka to be involved with what we are doing, with the heart that it is not Mr. Okwudili Celestine Okwudili thing. I don't like that. It is Nsukka thing. It is Nsukka to the world. It is called Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Nigeria Pageant. It is not Okwudili Celestine Okwudili Most Beautiful Girl Pageant. But somebody must bring the idea. The initiative must be introduced. I urge us to be involved, because the land will not forget you. Your people will not forget you, because you are taking this land to the map of the world. So I encourage us to be fully involved in Nsukka Most Beautiful Girl Pageant. That is the challenges for me. Thank you.
Okay. In absence of any other question from the floor, on behalf of my colleagues who are seated here, I thank all of you for your intelligent questions. I thank OCO for your quick response and steadiness in your responses.
Thank you.
I thank you so much. As we look, you want to make Nsukka to be internationally relevant and nationally connected. You have to carry this, we have to carry this message to the other parts of the world where the microphone cannot get to. But our pen and paper can get to the place.
Yes.
I wish you well.
Thank you.
For this press briefing.
Thank you.
One other remark we would like to highlight. We are part of the game, who have just started the game. Our worry has been, at the end, we will know how it ended, because we never took part in the final, what is it being called? Grand finale of the event. We want to witness it. The auditioning, the audience, we want to see it. And so maybe when we go home, we'll tell stories about how they are being selected. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, a round of applause. Okay, so far we've come to the end of this press briefing, but before we close, I'll still give the mic back to the CEO, who is the reason why we are here, so he will give a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, men of the press. Thank you, OCO, media, Thank you, my beautiful queens. Thank you, OCO team, for today's edition. I am very happy to have each and every one of us here. And those ones who is seeing us from on Facebook and Instagram, we know that you are here. And I urge each and every one of us to share that content, make sure that it gets to every person around you, talk to them about it, tell your uncles to be involved with what we are doing, because the intent is to push Nsukka to the world. I appreciate each and every one of us as we have things to oil our engine with. So sit back, relax as we bring what we have, and thank you.